Hey Glampers, we are at the 4th annual meetup on the Mohican.
Yep.
Here at Mohican Wilderness. You can see behind me, we got pizza getting ready to be made.
Yeah.
This camp out is, the meetup is really done by the campground itself. They've used a few YouTube channels to get the word out, but it's really from the actual campground. So this is our 4th year here. We're going to have a good time. What do you think?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We want to do something a little bit different. So one thing we're going to add to this is we're going to go around and we're going to ask a few people to share a little bit about their camper, where they came from, and how people do it different, but it's not done wrong. So
that's the whole thing. No wrong way to camp.
So come along with us.
Hope you enjoy it.
This couple is one of the reasons why we are here doing this video. Are you videoing this?
I am.
Okay. Because we met Gail and Jim out at St. Mary's Lake, and over ice cream of all things, we were like, what are we going to talk about this weekend? Because this is our 4th time here at the Mohican meetup, and it's the 4th time for you guys. Got a couple questions for you guys. This is Gail and Jim Wells. They actually have a channel right here called, it's a Facebook group called Ohio Empty Nesters on the Roll. If you guys want to go and check that out, you can go follow that and join in the conversations. And if they don't like what you have to say, they'll delete you. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay, so the first question we have for you, what has been your history of camping like? Can you guys kind of go through like what you've had started with, and then obviously where you're at now?
Technically, I started back in Boy Scouts, camping back there.
And the Girl Scouts for me.
Then when I moved out to Colorado after high school, I hiked the Rockies with my cousins on weekends and stuff. And
that's epic.
eventually I bought a pop-up camper. I had that for 20 years. Then I met her. After a couple of camp houses, she decided she wanted a bathroom.
Let me just say, I was in my mid-40s,
Yeah.
and the beds weren't very comfortable
Yeah.
in that pop-up either.
And a bathroom is
nice.
Yeah.
So from there, we just kept going up.
Yeah.
And
Obviously.
we had like a 16-foot Thor that we bought after the pop-up to see if we would like going around to different places,
And that was
because
a
we
travel
thought about
trailer?
buying a bigger boat. Yeah, a little trailer.
Okay.
We were going to buy a bigger
Came out
boat
of a
and
barn.
just stay on it on weekends, and we decided we'd rather go more places than just to the marina.
Sure.
True. I might have my brother or his son.
The rig before this was a
Jayco Whitehawk.
okay.
Yeah, 27 foot, and the one before that was like an 18-foot Rockwood
Okay.
mini light.
So this is a very beautiful rig. We just got to tour the rig, so it's a very beautiful rig. And so your current setup is, can you explain what you guys have?
A Cougar.
The 316 RLS is considered a couple's camper, fifth wheel, because we're not getting any younger, and we figure this is our retirement vacation home.
Okay.
So it's
Fantastic.
so much easier to hook up. I could probably do it if I could back up straight, and because I could never hook up the sway bars and all that stuff on our
He's a
other ones.
driver anyway.
I know,
so
right?
that's-
Yeah.
He's your driver.
Yeah. So that's
Well,
yeah.
and because it's kind of new for you guys, you could take a pass on this question, but what is the pros and cons of this? Can you give me some pros?
The pros, I guess, are hooking the camper up naturally.
Yeah. Being the fifth wheel versus trailers
Yeah.
or anything previous.
Closet space in the bedrooms for clothes.
Especially
yeah.
since we camp when it's cold outside. You gotta have a place for coats.
Yeah.
Which
I
our
got-
last one did.
Tank heaters, the solars. It kind of be nice. It will be nice to have. We haven't really used them. We only had it for about a month now.
No, we've had it for 3 weeks and 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not very long.
So-
and that's why I was like, could
It's
I
our third
even
trip,
get?
though.
I figured I could get a lot of pros out of you, but is there any con yet that you?
Cons, the lippert stairs are kind of heavy to put in and out. I think I might put some hydraulic assist on that eventually.
Okay, I feel like we run into that same situation with ours. It's
We're
like,
still messing around with the tankless hot water heater.
Although,
It's nice for showers though.
yeah, it does keep your.
Never
You can take a
ends.
shower and have hot water the whole time. It's
That's
if you just
nice.
want to run a little bit, like a sink full of for dishes. It's
Yeah.
hard to have a whole sink full of hot water because it's
Oh,
not giving it enough
yeah.
time. And if you feel like you're wasting a lot of water, so today I caught the water so I could wash
Okay.
rinse my
Oh.
broccoli with it. So
nice. That's great.
You know,
Little
trying to be a
tips.
little economical.
Yeah, you're making it work. Thanks for the, answering the questions and helping us come up with the content itself. But the last bonus question is, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh, gee.
I'd just say butter pecan for me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Toffs he works for a dairy. They make really good ice cream. Salted caramel, what is that? Muddy is that
Muddy sea salt, salted caramel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
It is, but it's very good. We'll have to bring some.
That is one
sometime.
I've never had.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
That means we're camping again.
All right, everybody, we're here with Jason and Melissa. Now, you guys have a channel, right? Can
Yep.
you explain your channel to everybody.
So,
In the condensed version.
well, it's Live Today Wanderland. We're all about just getting out there and camping and just getting out and exploring nature. Don't wait and plan and always think you got time or you got, one day you'll do it when you retire. You need to get out there and do it now because
It's the live today.
you
kind
don't
of.
know about the future.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we'd like to go anywhere and do just about anything.
All right, is this your first rig?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question was going to be, tell us your progression of camping, but this
In a tent.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were doing tent camping, and then the teardrop phase kind of got popular. We had been looking at regular RVs, like 20, 30 footers. We were like, let's get a teardrop. We're young. We can get in there, and it goes anywhere.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is your camper? What do you have?
So it's a 2020 New Camp Tag XL Boondock Edition. It's basically a bed on wheels. It's got the kitchen. There's air inside, TV, and like a camper queen in there. We fit in it, so
Yeah.
I'm a
So
big
the-
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest thing for us was something that was easily mobile and we could put it in a garage.
Rolls in the garage. That's so
We
we're
don't
not
have to
paying
put
to
it
store it.
somewhere.
Or, yeah.
We can roll out. You get up one morning and you want to go somewhere, you can just hop in and
We're
we're out.
ready to go. Like, cause we like to just make a decision. We're gonna go, and we keep it stocked and loaded. Just load up your
Some
clothes.
places you
and
have to
some
you
food.
can't take them out certain times of year. And plus, we are all long.
Yeah, we're doing year-round,
Year
so-
round camping.
Yeah, we've seen that for sure.
Yeah.
So pros and cons of this type of camping, what are they?
I mean, the pros are you can go really anywhere. We've gone off grid,
Off-road.
way off road. It's small. You save gas money.
You put it in your garage.
It's really easy. Yeah, it stores in the garage.
You're off the ground. You're in a regular bed.
Yeah, you're not sleeping on the ground. The cons would be, it's tight in there. And
It's tight unless you're like really flexible. Unless you want to do some yoga.
You can't
getting
get dressed in
inside
it. There's
there.
no bathroom. You
No
gotta have a-
standing up.
No standing up.
Yeah, you
no.
gotta have a separate shower tent. I mean, it's truly just to sleep in there. I mean,
There are some that are just a little bit larger that you can kind of walk and bend over in,
Yeah.
but not this one.
but the pro and a con is the bathroom thing, in my opinion, because we're not having to empty dump tanks and all that
Yeah.
stuff. We just use a portable bucket in the shower tent.
Nice.
And plus, you can get it for ours was relatively inexpensive.
I mean,
compared to
versus
some
the
of the
camper,
other.
the prices are. People are like, why would you spend 16 or 20 on a
But it's more
teardrop when you get
compact.
a?
So a lot of people, the biggest thing is they're like, well, if you're gonna pay 13 or 14,000, you could have got one of those small. What are
The
they?
20 footers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, then you can't store it. Well, it's not easily stored at home. You can't put it in your
You-
garage. It's bigger.
If you don't
more
have
gas.
the property, you gotta pay to
Sits
store
outside.
it somewhere. So.
Yeah, so we're easy.
And I feel like we use it more because it's small and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
We got to give you guys some props. You are probably the furthest from home
Yeah.
for this event.
Yes.
That's
So-
like
we
that's
are.
another thing. We like to go just everywhere.
Yeah.
See everything.
I see that by the stickers behind you.
Yeah.
So the whole point of this is to just show people that there's no wrong way to camp,
No. And
because there's so many. We call ourselves Those Who Glamp Together, but we believe you can glamp in any situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
As long as you're comfortable with it, you're glamping. So one last question, because we are Those Who Glamp Together, and part of our life revolves around Joni's propensity for ice cream. So what's your
Just add
favorite
ice
ice creams? Favorite
Cookies
flavors?
and cream.
Oh,
I'm
she didn't
gonna go with
hesitate.
Butterscotch, some kind of butterscotch
Ooh,
flavor.
oh, okay.
Oh,
Right on.
love
Yeah.
butterscotch. That sounds great.
This is glamping actually for us. This
Hey.
together with the electric.
yeah,
We have
you're
electric,
plugged
we're
in.
And
glamping.
there's running water.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't often have that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you so much.
Yeah,
for your
thanks.
time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Really enjoy looking at
Yeah.
your rig and
Yeah.
how you guys do things, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
And
Go-
just for you guys, just remember, start where you're at. It doesn't matter how you go out and start. Just start, go make memories, and see this country, because it's amazing.
All right, guys, this is Gary Hahn. If you do not know him,
It's all about the G.
then you're missing out. That's what it really comes down to. It is all about the G. We have those same series of questions for Gary, and we'll see how well you answer them, okay?
Okay.
And if you get them all right, you win. Okay. All right, Gary, so the first question is, what has been your history of camping? Like, where did you start, and then kind of where you're at now?
Okay. Well, I started camping. Our family did a little camping, but most of my camping was with the scouting, as a scout and then as an assistant leader. Did a lot of tent camping with that, some cabins, but mostly tent camping. Then from there, we started out with a slide-in truck camper, which didn't work too well with 4 of us. It was just not quite big enough. It had the pop-up top and stuff, and it was basically just a place to sleep. And then from there we went to a pop-up Coleman tent camper, and after that we went to then we started showing dogs and didn't feel safe in the tent camper, so we went to a 19-foot travel trailer. We did that for a while, and then because of breeding and showing, it just wasn't quite big enough. We went to a 38-foot Class A diesel pusher, and then more dogs, so we went to a 40-foot bunkhouse Class A diesel pusher. And then after my wife passed, I downsized to the Super C.
Downsized.
Downsized.
So what I'm gathering of what you're telling us, you've only been camping for a couple years. Just kidding.
Yeah, since
Just a couple.
Since I was about 30.
Yeah, I was going to
Just a
say,
couple.
you pretty much your whole life you've had something going on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's talk about your rig right now. Can you share with everybody what you have?
Okay, it's called the brand is Nexus. It's a Wraith 34W. It has the International chassis with a 300 horse Cummins diesel.
You know, there really is no wrong way of going about doing this camping life thing.
That's right.
And in your opinion, with the Wraith and what you have going on right now, can you name like a couple pros that you love about this rig? What's some of your favorite things?
I like the fact that the engine's real accessible. You can take it to almost any international dealer. They can work on the engine and chassis. That's probably the big reason I went with this type of a RV after the diesel pushers. They were, if you had engine troubles, even a fan belt, the guy ended up crawling under the bed to get at it. So it was not real conducive to maintenance.
Yeah.
Repair.
So I guess on the flip side then, there's always a negative to a positive. What would be one of the things that you don't like about your rig?
Well, I've got half the living space basically, and the storage is minimal compared to the 40 footer.
Yeah. The shorter you go, the less you get, right?
That's right.
Well, thanks, Gary. I have one more bonus question, which is going to be so off the wall, but I think you'll really understand it because I think you know me well enough. But what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Probably the one I get most often is chocolate almond.
Chocolate almond. Wow. We have got to start eating more ice cream.
Is that possible?
Yes. So you guys get stuck with us on answering those same 3 questions.
Yeah, we are the final one. So our progression.
Yep.
Tent camping, of course, like many others. We started tent camping and we went to Pop-Up. We had that for 5 years.
We had a Coachman Clipper Pop-Up.
Coachman Clipper. Then we went to a Forest River Vengeance 29V toy hauler travel trailer. And that one we had for almost 8 years that we kept a long time.
Yeah. And this rig right now is the Tandera 320RL, and it is actually, this is our anniversary we're celebrating with this rig.
Right.
And the pros and cons.
pros is the living space. I really like the living space.
Yeah.
Towability. It's an easier tow. Fifth wheels are easier tows, in my opinion, than travel trailers. Not that they're hard, they're just different. I think they're easier. Do you have any?
Yeah, I definitely like the elbow room, and I love the windows.
Cons, you have to really get used to being tall.
Yeah.
It's really tough to get used to being tall. As you know, we've lost a couple of antennas
Just a
this
couple.
year. So I guess you just have to know, we know our height, but yeah.
Then the best part of all, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Good.
I'm going to answer yours.
What is it?
The raspberry chip from Grater's
That's
Ice Cream.
one of my favorites.
That is
yes.
your favorite.
Raspberry chip.
What would be my favorite?
Because you like so many.
I know. I change my flavor a lot too. You really can't go wrong.
I really
guess.
don't know. I have no idea.
I do a lot of cheesecake flavor things.
You do.
I tend to lean that way a lot. So the Oregon cheesecake.
Yeah, you do like the Oregon
Yeah.
cheesecake in West Liberty. So.
Yeah.
If you know Joni and I, we are firm believers there is no wrong way to camp. If you really want to see that in action, just take a walk around the campground and look. You'll see everything from tents to diesel pushers, and everything in between. But look at the campers' faces. They all have the same look. They're all enjoying themselves in their own way. That's because they're all glamping. This week, we camped at the 4th annual meetup on the Mohican at Mohican Wilderness Campground. Yes, we saw every type of camping situation and had the privilege of even talking to a few and enjoying their stories. For me, it was seeing their faces light up as they recalled memories of past camping trips and experiences. Like we've said in the past, the only wrong way to camp is not camping, because memories are waiting. Happy glamping.
What do you say?
Let's ride!
And we're off on our bicycles.
Camping Amigos, take 2.
Let's ride.
We're like all over here, sitting around, waiting for Pat to come out and sit beside his empty fire pit. The door's open. Be quiet, guys.
All right, it's a big joke. Get it. Go over there.